Cardinals, and good afternoon. I'm making this video this afternoon. I've got my daughter Audrey Kate helping me today, and we've got some of our friends. We've got, if you remember our llamas from school, we've got Allison, and we've got Elvis, and even Luciano's sitting on the piano keys, just kind of chilling out today. Well, I guess he's going to play the keys today. So today, the lesson I got is actually a lesson I found on a thing called Peep and the Big Wide World. And it's kind of talking about sound and how we make sound, the highs and the lows of pitch. And what we're going to do during this lesson is we're going to demonstrate a little bit with using our drum and maybe our piano. Audrey Kate's going to show us how to do that. And then we're going to make a kazoo. We did this, I think, in Camp Cardinal a couple of summers ago. We made kazoos, and you can probably do this at home with the materials you have at home. And it's a lot of fun, and it sounds, we think it even sounds better than the actual kazoo that we have here at home that we'll show you later. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is when we use the kazoo, you can use these sounds, like demonstrate the sounds of high and low. So when you hit a drum, if you hit it hard, it makes a loud sound because you're using more force. If you hit it softer or with less force, it's going to make a softer sound. And the snare drum is a pretty loud drum anyway, so that was really good demonstrating the soft sound. Thanks, Audrey. And then if you use the piano and you play a couple of keys on the piano, this is of course the higher section of the piano, the treble section, you can make a loud sound. But by pressing softer and using less force, you make a softer sound. The same thing with our voice when we sing, and that's where it comes to making the kazoo. So for making the kazoo, I'm going to put our drumsticks over here on the floor. You're going to need a toilet paper roll. These might be actually kind of hard to find right now, but you probably have some toilet paper rolls you can save. Or if you don't have toilet paper rolls, you can use a paper towel roll and cut it in half with some really sharp scissors. So you need a paper towel roll, and you need some parchment paper or either wax paper. You can cut it into small sections like this. We're going to put these over here. Or you could even use aluminum foil. It works really well too. Just be really careful when you cut it because it tears easily, very easily, and you'll mess your sounding up. So you also, if you want to be creative and a little extra artistic, you can get some markers of some sort, some pens, and a pencil to make a hole for our kazoo. That's for our sound, the air to come out. To poke a hole, you'll need your parents to help you if you're younger, or you can use the edge of a scissors. So before we start and we show you how we made our kazoos and demonstrate a little bit, we're going to show you a couple of actual kazoos. This is just a simple plastic kazoo. It's kind of a long one. So this one is kind of a neat kazoo. This one you actually have to blow through this hole. It's made of wood and plastic. I'm going to demonstrate the sound. I'm going to do a loud, sort of a loud high sound. And then this is a lower sound out of the other kazoo. So you can see, it makes kind of a, well, I'll let you be the judge if you think it's silly or funny, or if it's a very serious sound that you might do in a more serious song. So, we're going to show you how to do this. You also need, almost forgot, rubber bands. We actually have a lot of ponytail holders here, so we're going to use the ponytail holders. These, of course, are not decorated, so I'm going to show you how we do this one first. We take the paper towel roll. You take your parchment paper, it's very simple, and, well, let's do our hole first. I think I'll do the hole first. You make the hole right here because it's going to turn so the air can come out. We're going to use our pointy, very, very pointy pencil to do that. This hole is not as large as the one that I'm going to show you with the one that we already have made and finished, but that'll kind of do. And you take this piece of paper, cover over the top hole, and you can always go back and trim. Of course, this one's not decorated or anything. And then you put this over the top. And that's your kazoo. You can trim this and then decorate it to make it a lot nicer. And of course, you blow through this hole. So we're going to take our kazoos, here's your kazoo, and my kazoo. And of course, we decorated it. I've got on here a picture of a dog. And it says kazoo, and it has one of my favorite things. You can't really see it, but it says coffee, and I just took a cup of coffee, and a rainbow, and Audrey Kate has all kinds of funny faces, like almost like masks, so you can show your different kinds of faces. So this is how we blow through it. I'm going to blow through mine first. Now you try it, Audrey Kate. Audrey Kate's a little nervous as we're on film. But so what you do is this over here is much like the head of a drum. So when you can also try like putting your finger over it and feeling the vibration. It also changes the sound. And the hole that we made, let me see if I can find the hole actually. If you cover, you can also see like what does it feel like if you cover the hole and how does it change the sound. I actually don't see my hole on mine, but I know I made one. There it is. So this is with the hole covered. So it sort of stops the air from flowing through, so you don't really get a sound actually. But if you cover it, you can make a high sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Mozart's Eine kleine Nachtmusik, and we're going to play along with it just shortly. We won't hurt your ears too much.
If you like tap the hole like this, like
yes,
like
can
a
change the
vibration.
sound. So this is Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. It's called A Little Night Music. It's a very, very, very famous song, and we are going to play along with it. It's a song written for strings, but we're going to do a little bit of kazoo just to have a little fun. So here we go. So that's some of the questions you can ask yourself. You can pick any song also to play along, but some of the things you can ask is how you make the high and the low sound, the sorts of vibrations that you feel on the side of the kazoo while you touch it while you're actually blowing air through it and making a sound. The other thing is some words that you can kind of think of as like buzzing, the buzzing of your lips, or the buzzing, the humming of the sound, of how it changes. It's different than our vocal sound that comes through when we're singing. So that's what we're going to do for this week. So have fun making your kazoos, and I would love to see some of your designs. You can email them to me or post them on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, happy day, Cardinals, and go Cardinals!